You might have seen TikToks, articles, or headlines saying Switzerland will literally pay you to move there. It sounds like the ultimate dream, right? Get paid thousands of dollars to live in a country famous for chocolate, mountains, and safety. But is that actually true? Or is it just internet hype? Let's dig into the facts. First, here's the reality. Switzerland, as a country, doesn't have a program where the government pays outsiders to move in. You won't get money to live in Zurich, Geneva, or Basel. But, and this is where the story gets interesting, some small Swiss villages do pay people to move there. Why? Because they're facing a big problem. People are leaving. Switzerland has many tiny alpine villages. Beautiful, yes, but life there isn't easy. Younger generations often move away to big cities for jobs, education, and a more modern lifestyle. That leaves behind aging populations, shrinking schools, and even abandoned houses. For some of these villages, the risk is real. If no new families come, the community could literally disappear. And that's where the most famous case comes in. Albinen in the canton of Valais. To keep their village alive, they started a program to attract new residents. Here's what they offer: 25,000 Swiss francs per adult, 10,000 francs per child. A family of four could get around 70,000 francs just for moving in. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the fine print. You must be under 45 years old. You have to live there at least 10 years, and you need to buy or build a home worth at least 200,000 francs. If you leave early, you have to give the money back. So it's not just free cash, it's more like an investment support for people willing to settle there long term. Albinen isn't alone. Other small Swiss towns are experimenting with their own incentives. For example, Großdietwil near Lucerne pays 1,500 francs to young adults who move out of their parents' homes but decide to stay in the village. It's not a fortune, but it shows how seriously these places are taking population decline. In fact, across Europe, some rural towns in Italy, Spain, and even France have similar programs. Switzerland is just one of the most famous examples because of its high standard of living. Now, here's something important. Don't expect Switzerland's big cities to ever pay people to move there. Cities like Zurich or Geneva are already crowded, expensive, and in demand. The incentives are only in remote rural areas where they need fresh energy and young families to keep schools, shops, and local culture alive. So let's be transparent about this. Pros: you get financial help if you want to buy property. You live in one of the most stunning environments in the world. You become part of a close-knit community. Cons: it's not free money. It's tied to big commitments. You'll likely be far from big cities, nightlife, and jobs. And the cost of living in Switzerland is still very high. So, does Switzerland really pay you to move there? The answer is yes, but only in very specific cases. Small mountain villages that are fighting population decline will sometimes offer cash incentives, but they come with strings attached. It's not a nationwide get paid to move to Switzerland program. It's more like, if you're young, willing to settle down, and ready for quiet alpine life, some Swiss villages will help you out financially. Honestly, it's kind of fascinating to see how far some communities will go to survive. So, would you move to a remote Swiss mountain village if they paid you? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and stick around for more videos.